Hey everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome back to Docked. We're here on day 16. We're basically set for what we're gonna need to do. So I have gone ahead and set up jobs, and we've got everything full. And at this point, because it will be the last day, we're gonna let it go forward. But to enjoy the most we can out of Docked, I'm going to go ahead and do the 4 jobs I can today. So you can see we have quite a few. These are complete, but I have 6. 1, 2, 3. Yep, I have 6 jobs available to me. And I don't need to build anything right now, so I'm just going to build up my cash balance because we are going to have to buy things. So I think at this point, we're going to take the most expensive things we can. So we're going to do hurry up here. Alright, use the STS crane to transfer tank containers to the terminal tractor trailer. And then bring the yard A. Use the straddle carrier, could pick them up and place them in the yard. Alright, seems easy enough. So, I assume we want to get over here and get in. Interesting that sometimes they start us out on the crane, ready to go, and other times... Okay, well, the boom is down, I guess. So, we'll head on up here, and we'll get on the elevator, and we'll get up there. So, I want to go to floor 3. And again, even though it's called Hurry Up, we've done the timed challenges for this Milestone series. At this point, I'm pretty comfortable in saying I've determined what was causing my conflicts, and, you know, as happens many times. Now, let's see. I still struggle with, like, where are we going and all that. But, should be here? No, I guess. Alright. Oh, well, wait a minute. So she's in there. So great, so she was in there. Now I've just run around and I didn't need to. So that's gonna waste time. Alright, so we need to use the STS crane to transfer things to the terminal tractor trailer. And then use the straddle carrier to put them in the yard. Now, can I literally put them on the trailer like that? That seems weird, but anyway. I don't think that'll be the case, but that's kind of what it showed. So let's get in here. Oh, I see. So, because yeah, they're on the trailer right now, and I'm assuming we can't, you know, we need to get them to the yard in some way. Oh, this is wondrous, of course. So we'll do that. We'll go here. And at this point, we just want to get... that down here. Again, a little bit of the floating around stuff. So, takes a little bit, but there we go. So yeah, I assume we're gonna have to do this in 2 groupings, because otherwise we'd have a problem. So let's see. Whoops. That's not what we wanted. That's not what we wanted either. Alright, so there is no left and right per se. So we'll get that one there. Now hopefully we can get like a little green. Well, we can't see it, so maybe we can't. Alright, come on over. You can do it. My goodness. Alright, so some of it is just like waiting for things to line up. Alright, I don't know. I assume we cannot put multiple things on here. So let's get there, and then we'll pull out of here. Because yeah, it'd be nice if we could have put like all 3 on there, but I don't think that works that way. But yeah, what I was gonna say is I think what we have with the control was, I do have some issues sometimes with the wheel, my steering wheel, that the pedals in iRacing have provided like input, and so like if I hit the throttle to the floor and pull it back out, it seems to work. The way he's parked, I'm just gonna put this here. And that appears maybe to have worked. Because I went through the entire last episode with no difficulty. And it also does seem to move things faster this way. So I think even when it is working, it gets input it shouldn't get. Now, it's interesting because a lot of other games, like if you're not using an item for input, like it doesn't give you a problem. So I do find it odd that, really? Alright, so yeah, because I'm not going to be able to get through the 4 stack there, so we're going to have to go through and come back, or vice versa, but yeah, we'll come back. But that'll get that one done. I'm like, am I in the wrong thing? But no, I'm not. Now, wait a minute. Really? I better not be. Alright, thank God. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you could pick up containers and use, like, friction and, you know, take a 40-foot, you know, two 20s and say, yeah, I'm good here. I think that would be a problem. So, anyway, let's pull this up. We need it to be at tier 4 before we get there. Whoops. So, thing I've determined that is just that it's moving. So, but yeah, now that the control thing is kind of resolved, so it is weird. Like most games, what I was gonna say, a lot of games will be like, well, you're inputting from the keyboard, so that's good, and we'll leave it with that. But I don't understand. Alright. It's not like positioning me now. I can continue to get out here. I'm turning it the wrong way is what I was doing. Didn't realize I was jamming myself against the, whoa. And now I can suddenly go a little crazy here. Alright. We can go there. Whoop. Well, that's not gonna work. So, let's go there. So yeah, so it was an issue, so just unplug or make sure you have no other inputs operating. You know, I also wonder, and maybe I'll test that at some point, but at this point, like, once I get through, I don't know that it matters. Because honestly, the keyboard's not that hard to control with. The only benefit is it definitely probably gives you less issue with, like, carpal tunnel or something if you have a controller. But yeah, it's like, I wonder if I could have used the Xbox controller fine if I had the wheel unplugged. So I don't know that, like, the flight stick was causing me any issue. I think it's the issue I had with the wheel. Alright. It's just, again, trying to figure out where we're at. Now B. Alright, so it's where? What do I have to pull in? I guess I have to pull in the middle. Because I can't go by here. Yeah. So they certainly are making it intriguing. But that would make sense. And I'm sure to some degree this is, you know, what they have to do is like, well, how can we use our yard? Yes, we have this capacity. And, you know, you can see how things are numbered. 007, 008. So, you know, that's how they would know where things are at. There, put it down, so that one clearly will count. And then we'll just make sure we're out of here. So So now we will go get him back. And just let that go. Just drive ourselves over and get ourselves where we need to be to get loaded up for this last one. So yeah, the jobs seem to be under 30 minutes each, so they're not, you know, anything awful for sure. Time consuming. I mean, again, they're fun. It's just now it's kind of become, let's get done since we know we're limited in what we can do. Alright, so it doesn't look like it's gonna... Sometimes it'll give us like a green whatever. Right, I'm confused. I guess I wasn't anywhere near where I needed to be. But okay. I thought I was. Alright, and then we'll take this off. Yeah, it's like, you would think it would just be easier, and maybe I could have. I just think those things would have slid off or something. I don't know. I could be wrong. Alright. So now we'll get that. Because, yeah, it's like, could I have just picked up the trailer and moved the 3? I mean, the problem is they were turned. Like, there probably wouldn't have been and I couldn't have straddled. So, yeah, like, I couldn't have picked it up with the straddle carrier. Like, if I think it through that way, yeah, that wouldn't have worked real well. But at this point, we can just pull in under the straddle carrier, which was the goal, and then I can figure out, do I back up or... go forward based on whichever row, because like if it's on the E row here on the end, I just don't remember, or the F row I guess, I don't remember which one it was. So in theory we can get in there and then, alright, so we can go forward. Shouldn't be. Yeah, I think we can go off the front and then turn. Just move the truck. Oop, well. Like, we'll just move the truck around a little. Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna try to get the 100% failure here. Oh, I can't go there? Oh, alright. It's in a different place than I thought anyway. But I'm like, I'm gonna try to get the 100% failure on this, this run. Cause yeah, I had nothing, and then suddenly I'm like, destroying everything. Alright, so we're gonna have to bring this up. Get this over. Alright. And then put it down, and we'll be all good to go, right? We'll go pull it this way, and we should be fine. And that should do it. 3 moved. So again,
complete.
20 minutes, not even. I've only been recording for 20, and obviously we talked a little bit about what we needed to do, so it's probably closer to 15. All right. So at this point, yeah, I think we have this job 12 and 14 sorting. You need to sort 4 containers in yard E. Okay, do this one. All right, so A needs to go. So I assume it's blue to yellow, blue to yellow. So, you know, we'll work them out. But yeah, we can't get into some rows. Use the straddle carrier to sort containers. So again, interestingly, we gotta get ourselves on here. Where other times, you know, we're there, but I suppose that's part of the immersion, right? But there is a little bit now, like, it's like, all right, I kind of get this mechanic. Let's, and I think if you spread this out and don't try to get through it, because at this point I am kind of a little bit at the, it's like, where is my button? I'm like, are we having a problem? But no, it's still fine. It's a little bit like, yeah, let's get it done for you folks, you know, and get it so I can get things out on the channel and all that. But, alright, so we'll just do them one at a time. Alright, so we want to get all the way up. Now, the one thing, because I think some people, you know, and I think, you know, the suggestion someone had is like, give us an open world and let us unload an entire ship into the yard. First off, the yard would need to be empty. I don't know how often that happens. Now, again, it probably does, but you also then have, like, stuff leaving the yard. Yeah, we need to change that, obviously. I do like how, like, it changes the distance. I don't think I'll ever figure that out. I'm just always wrong. And again, maybe if I was... Okay, so now can I get... So I'm gonna have to come in through the middle on that one, because both sides are 4 high on that aisle. So, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. But it is what it is. Alright. But as far as this kind of thing, because I think there has been some complaints about how, like, it's not just, hey, go do this, and you get to go do it. Like, you would have a job like this, I think, in the situation where it's like, yeah, I need you to go, again, find these 4 containers. Now, again, I think it would be insane, you know, and again, the realistic way to do it is, as I said, like, there's positions on the ground here, so, like, B04, like, you know, I'm sure there's a manifest in these docks of, like, yes, this container is the 3rd one down in this stack. And, you know, and they can be found that way. So you'd still have someone tell you, like, yes, I want you to take this, and it's here, and I want you to put it there. So I think, like, this job is entirely realistic in that regard. Like, I'm pretty sure this is how you would get work as a worker here, is like, yep, go do this. This is your job right now. Again, we're going to try to line things up because we might have to stack something on top. Because, yeah, you can see B is, you know, going somewhere. I don't understand. Or wait, oh, okay. So actually, this isn't too bad because it's It's like, yeah, just go, okay, because now I need to get B. And that works. Alright, and now that needs to go at the end there. So we'll do that. Oops. I'm like, uh-oh, something's not working. I'm like, my controls that have been doing so well. But no, I had the wheels turned. I was pressing the wrong key. I need to go a little slower so that I'm just not doing damage to things that I really shouldn't be, because, again, I'm rushing. Alright, so we're putting it in C02. And we should be okay here. Yep. Right. So we're gonna get down in there. I think I'm too, not quite. I'm like, I think I'm too far. But I was actually okay. Alright, so now where is C? C is behind me. So it's that large one. So oh no, it's a small one. So I'm like, let's do that. We've got 2 done, which is excellent. But yeah, my goal would be, I'm trying now to get like 1 day done in these last few. And that might be too much, we'll have to see. Ooh. Again, it's definitely touchy. Alright, so that's 3, so I can just go right in there. That's just right down the center here. But we are going to need to get it all the way up. So if I was to say, I think this is the job I would like the best. If I really was doing this as a job. I think the straddle carrier is cool. And I think it's probably, frankly, probably one of the busier jobs in the port, too, because, I mean, this is the only way you get this thing organized, and you're going to be doing a lot of that, where I'm sure in this case, like, it's like, okay, this isn't scheduled to move for 3 months. So yeah, let's put it in the center on the bottom and, you know, leave it there. But yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. It's just a little bit easier to, like, I should just hit the straighten out thing, because I bet it's totally in the right place. Alright, so D, cool. So we just go off and get it, and then we're going to move it right there. So we're just going to go off the end, and then there isn't much room to reposition over there, I will say that. Now this is a long one, so we'll want to get that down properly. Alright, and now, oh my goodness, it went the right way. Yeah, I think there's just, like, I don't know, there's a methodical method to this. Yeah, so literally I can only get 3 meters above or whatever. Can I get in there this way? Or can I not? I think I can. Oop. let me just make sure I'm lining up on the right row here. But yeah, I mean, these can pivot pretty nicely. Alright, so we're gonna run this and get this over. Whoop, 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 whoop. Wrong way. Yeah, I'm sure that scraping sound is not enjoyable. I would think they'd have some automation, maybe, where they'd be like, yeah, this is where this needs to be, and once you're aligned, like, you know, kind of like forklifts in a warehouse.
Another job done and dusted.
That it knows that this is the middle of the aisle. All right. Beautiful balance. All right. Okay, so now we're down to 4, so there's going to be 2 that we don't do. So, 23, 2 for 20, 1 for 21. 3 parts, unload them from the barge and deliver them to the covered warehouse. That just seems challenging. Like, it's just going to be pick them up. They're going to be weird. They're not going to be in containers. I don't know. A ship has left the dock and you can finally pick up several items of cargo that fell overboard? I don't know. Just not sure that I want, because I'm sure there's going to be plenty of challenging ones. I just kind of want to see what's going on. So we're gonna do this and probably shoe boxes and go from there. All right, use the STS crane to holy moly. Okay, there's a lot more stuff here than I thought. Place them in their designated locations. So what am I doing with the oh, okay. So they're just going there. I'm like, what am I doing with the other stuff? Okay. So there's 4 containers and 4 pieces of garbage. Yeah, see, so this is like already crazy enough. So that's a little bit of my point, is like this, there's still plenty going on here. Oh, the trucks are pulling in, that's kind of cool. So I won't have to maybe go that far. But I'm gonna get the garbage that's laying out here first. We're gonna try to get these spools, so I'm gonna get in the middle of them. I would hope this doesn't happen a lot. It might. You just never really know. Alright. You get a little, well, that's as low as I can go. Alright. So, if I now take this, put this there, take this, oh boy. Can I really not get that? That's crazy. Alright. Now can I do this and get it there? Alright. Alright, so we get both of these. Shouldn't have to go too terribly high. I still think with the way they're floating, it's just going to be easier to get them and put them in the... So we got 2 of 8 just to get them and pick them up with whatchamacallit, with well, but now if we do pick these up with ropes, yeah, I don't know, maybe we won't be able to put them as cleanly, but we're gonna try, so I'm gonna go. Does it not let me? I can't move over? Really? So I'm like at the end of my thing? Well, this is crazy. Oh boy. Okay, so this becomes a lot less fun. Yeah, a lot less fun. Well, it's gonna let me. Alright, well that's good. I'm glad it does. Oh my god. Yeah, there's no way you could do this without cables. But the hope is we get this clear of the dock. Ah, what? Why not? I don't understand. Why did that not work? Like, they were all connected. Alright, so we got that. We got that. We got that. No, I need that over there. So, I want to be... I want this. Oh, boy. Alright, so if I rotate this way, will I... I can't rotate this either? Like, this doesn't make any sense. I do not want this there. I want this there. Alright, let's see. I'm guessing this isn't gonna work. This is ridiculous. Alright, let me... I'm not a fan of this at this point. Yeah, I thought, oh yeah, this will be an easy job. And now I can't get to there. Unbelievable. Alright, let's see. I think if I'm clear of the water, maybe, not really, it's still not doing that well. Alright, am I clear? No, 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 no. I'm like, don't you dare fall down on me. Alright. Oh my god, the strain is crazy. Oh yeah, I need to put this down in a certain way. Alright, so I'm gonna lower this now. Alright, and now we're gonna try to pull it this way. Alright. It's ridiculous. That's all I can say. It's ridiculous. Alright. So now if we rotate that, pull this back. Alright. Now, which one? Okay, so it's there. Alright, so 4 of these, as we kind of know, go on. Got one more way out there, so... Are you kidding me? I don't understand. So it's like I have to clear out. Oh my god. I have to clear the containers out so these guys can go in? Is basically what I'm seeing, I think. Alright. I'm gonna put this here. And again, then we have to... Alright. So if I go... Whoops. If I go over this way... Why isn't it moving? Can we tell how unfun this is? Because again, like it won't move, is what's happening. Let's just get these out of here. Oh, come on. Alright. This is ridiculous now. I mean, this honestly is... Like, this job doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. Alright. Because, like, first off, how heavy is this stupid thing? Like, it shouldn't be this heavy. Alright. So let's pick this up. Alright. And then again, similarly, I probably need to just grab this one. So that's done. How do we get this one? Yeah, like how do we... I suppose with the edges, I don't know. The whole thing is goofy. Alright, So we got those through. So again, there's no way that this is how that would work. Alright, so we're there. And then I just need to get that truck through. So I was like, oh, the trucks are moving. Yeah, not quite, but okay. So let's let that swing around a little bit. Alright, now the question is, like, do they not leave when they're not separate? Alright, so I assume I just need to, again, grab these. Because, yeah, I assume I can't get all the garbage out from my location. But anyway, let's get this. Get this. Pull this up. And now I'll just move it over here. Alright. Alright. So now, what do we got over here? Okay. Let's go get B. Oh, good. So we're going to be playing this because, again, it's kind of outside of the scope. So we're going to have this again. If I can go here. Alright, at least it's within some kind of acceptable distance. It is such a pain to attach. Now I'm guessing the strain is going to be insane again. Oh, come on. Now the thing that's goofy with this, because I don't know that you would have the ability to, like, reattach in the air, but, you know, I guess they don't want to make it insane. I just don't like that little middle thing moving. Because, yeah, like that one in the corner, front corner, the front right, like, clearly that has no tension. So, yeah, it's just not a good result. But I think, again, as we get lower, it'll be better. I just don't know that I'm going to be able to, like, really put this where it needs to be. But we're going to try. Alright, well, they said I'm okay. So I guess let's grab this one, since I'm over here, and I know I can't move over anymore, so I'm gonna have to, I'm sure, drag this stupid thing. Yeah, it's like, can I even get? Oh, come on. So I don't understand. How do I get it? Oh, okay. We can move over a little bit. I'm like I can't even reach this. Can I get over here? Alright, so I think what I need to do is drag it, like, in the water this way. Let's see if we can... So now if I break those and then come back over here. Alright, that's better. Because then what I can do is let that one go there. Let that go there. This. Oh my god. Alright. Seriously? Alright, so now I need to get this taut and get it out of the water. Come on. Because if it's not jerking around... Ah! Great, 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 great. Just... Ah. So now I'm probably in the same stupid boat. Yep. It's too far over. This is much more involved than I thought it was gonna be. Alright. So now we're gonna, again, break these. And then we're gonna place this there. So let me turn around, because really, if I can I attach back there? I can. Well, I could for a moment. Come on. Need you back here. Fine. Will you just click on? Because the hope is... Right, so now can I... Whoa! No! Alright, that didn't work the way I thought. So I was hoping I could reattach. Okay, so this is as far over as I can go again. Alright, so let's get over here. So I need to really line up more in the middle. Because, yeah, I think the fact that I have so much of the tank hanging on the one side is the biggest problem. Because it's also like, how far out can I go? Whoops. Alright. Because if I can't get very far out on the water, I have a different problem too. Alright. So that's as low as I can go, and again, sometimes it's... Alright, so I need this to there, this to there, because that's what I need, is I need the far points. Come on. I need this. Come on. You are ridiculous. So now the hope is, given that I'm in far positions, now let's get it free of the water. Let's let it stabilize. Alright. And then we need to bring this in. Direction at a time. Alright, at least now if it falls, it's just gonna land on concrete. Well, it's gonna land on material I don't want it to land on also, so I suppose that's a bad thing. So now if it fell, it's clear. Ay, ay, ay. Who thought this was an easy job? Some fool, obviously. What? What are we hurting? I don't understand. I'm like, what are we hurting? Alright, so the next challenging one will be this. I probably have to do the same thing. Pull it down from way over. Amazingly, okay. So, let's get ourselves down. Alright, so again, get it there, get it stable, get it out of the water, so that we don't have the waves. A little higher. Alright. And then hopefully we can move this along. Get it where we need it to be. Alright. So, need to go there. It's like, this is like the worst order, because then everything I'm taking is, because I'm hoping when the first truck is done, like, they can leave, but maybe not. Maybe they just don't leave, they just stay here. Alright, so hopefully we can get this to somewhat do what we need. Come on. Let me put that down, and then we'll, again, try to rotate, get over. That's not good. My goodness. How is that not where it needs to be? I'm confused. Oh, this is the wrong truck. Never mind. So I might have been able to do what I needed to do had I gone to the right truck. So I guess we'll see now, because this is what I was getting at, is I need this truck, and then maybe it will pull away. You know, and then we can go from there. Nope, clearly not going to. So, apologize. Hoping I remember to edit some of these things out. But yeah, I'm having to, you know, do some things in real time, you know, in real life, and obviously can't neglect things, but, you know, trying to do what I can to at least make a little bit of progress and have fun here, so, yeah, things just working a little less optimally than we'd like. But again, we need to get stuff out of the water. Yeah, I'm half tempted now. I think I will just do the hard one next. Because it's like, if I've got to do all this work anyway, like, I might as well make some money off it. My God. I mean, I can't imagine. Because I was like, oh, the other one, it's 3 pieces of equipment. There's going to be all kinds of logistical messes. I don't know that you can get much more than this. This is a bit crazy. You know, and I'm sure, again, we need this open to get, you know, get another ship in here. I mean, that would be the realistic part. So yeah, we need to get this cleaned up and all that. Alright, so hopefully, because last time I put the container down here, it didn't go green, and I'm like, oh, I must be in the wrong place. But I was just on the wrong truck. So, alright, so now the last piece, and that goes in the garbage. So we'll shrink this down because that will help, because the cables will be shorter. So I know that's what we want to do. But yeah, the movement of the water, not something. I mean, again, I'm sure sometimes this happens. Containers fall off a ship and they need to salvage and clean up. But man, this is intriguing to say the least. All right, again, I'm gonna bring it toward, like, away from the water, because I think, again, if it falls somewhere, let it fall, you know, kind of where we have some place for it to go. Now I need to get it clear of the truck too, but so yeah, I will say, physics-wise, I mean, this thing is awesome for that. I mean, just trying to deal with momentum and all that, like right that. I mean, I don't know what else you could do that would be better than that, but let's see. So, yeah, I don't care at this point, so we should be good.
One job down.
All right, so we're gonna, oh no, so hold on. So it wasn't that it was hard, it was just the most money. But yeah, we're gonna do this. All right, 3 new parts for the pumping station have been delivered. Unload them from the barge and deliver them to the covered warehouse. So yeah, this was exactly my concern. They're just random things, so I'm gonna have to, again, use the connections, hope it doesn't drop. So we've got to put them on the oversized trailer, and then we're taking them over there. Okay. So I think I've got an idea. Alright, so of course, yes, they put it in so that, alright, so we need to get that rotated. Alright. And then we want to get on the ladder. Okay, so it's already rotated here, so that's fine. I'm trying to remember, do we have to do something to turn stuff on? I think we do. Yeah, I think we have to go in here and turn the motor on. Can I go up this way? I don't know if that'll get me where I need, but we'll see. Now this is just the guts in here. So, alright, let me, because yeah, I think I need to go up there, is what I need. But yeah. Let's get up there. How is it raining in here? I thought this is like inside. This is kind of funny. But, okay. Alright, and then, yep. Alright, we're here. Alright, let's start the engine. And just get a little bit better view. We'll start with A, I guess, because it just, if I've learned anything with this sim, sometimes things have to be done in sequence because otherwise it's just not gonna work. Alright, so, and then again, we'll have to get this here. Right, it's pretty close to center, so we'll take this there. It's a little better than the last mission where, my god, the water's buffeting things. At least the ship isn't like, oh yeah, we're bouncing everywhere. Again, now we need to go over here. So hopefully we can just move along. This may turn out to be simpler than our other option, which is hilarious, but alright. Yeah, everything's big, so I really don't think we're gonna be able to do much here other than just get this stupid thing delivered. So let's see, I'm trying to turn it. Ooh. Well, sure. I didn't quite want to go down that strong, but... Come on. Yeah, there's no way you can do more than 2 things here. Alright. So, now we'll take the truck. And, again, go to driving mode. And, okay, so we have to go over there. So at least it's kind of easy enough to see. I assume he's just in the warehouse. Kind of take a look at what we've got, because the question becomes... Alright, so I think I'll just do that. Well, go a little further. And then we'll get over here to Tommy. I think it's Tommy. Alright. Whoops. Suddenly grabbing my steering wheel. Like, yeah, let's go drive. But yeah. Alright. These are just, yeah, we're gonna use the big one for all of these. Because that would be the smart thing to do. Okay. So here to here, here to here, here to there, here to there. Alright. Now we want to pull this out. Alright, and we're gonna wanna turn this as much as we can. Alright. One of three moved, so let's get Tommy back there. I'm assuming I can just go around here. I hope. I mean, again, unless we're just bozos with our yard. Just kind of crazy how some of these are still like, oh, we're raining, we're doing whatever. Yeah, this is actually good that I didn't move the thing, because now I can see kind of where I need to line up. I probably shouldn't have pulled it up as high, but because yeah, if we can get this where it was, like it's pretty darn close. Can't totally tell, but I think it was something like that. Sure. Yeah, it's not too bad. Alright, so let's go back. Again, in theory, like, yeah, we can take either one, so we'll just see what it lines up with. It looks like it's going to be right in the middle of both. So yeah, we'll just go get B. Alright. So now we'll get this to there. This to there. That there. And that there. So should be okay. Yep. So again, get it off the ground. Make sure nothing's crazy. I don't know why it has to bounce. Come on. What is going on? Are there different points? No. I mean, those are literally the two lift points, so... I don't get it. I don't get it. Why? Does that help? In any way? Is there less tension that way? No? This is ridiculous. Alright, so let's see if we do it from here. Will that be better? Maybe? Alright, so maybe it was just like all the way... Oh, come on. This is awful. Yeah, like that thing is still strained. This is awful. And the good news is, like, most of this is on the far ends, and they're not straining, so maybe we'll be okay. It's a big maybe. I tell ya, yeah, this is awful. Alright. No, 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 no! Oh my god. Alright, let's rotate this. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, this is certainly not simple. So yeah, we're gonna leave this there so that I can clearly see where this is at. Because I'm thinking this will be closer to what I need for C. Because yeah, I mean, that's the one thing, like, we're not having to strap anything down. So that's, which is fine. I mean, we don't need every job or whatever. But yeah. I mean, given how difficult this was, I can't even imagine how this is going to work with this reach stacker. I mean, these things are crazy. Because I also don't know, like, do I need them standing up, straight up? Like, you know, there's all that as well. So, sorry, just tending to the other issues at hand. All right. I don't even understand. So this thing can't lift it? Like, yeah, it literally can't lift this thing. This is ridiculous. Yeah, it's too heavy. I'm literally pushing back on the lift thing. Because it can't, the reach stacker can't lift it. This is insanity is what it is. Alright, thank God. Yet this isn't the smoothest way to do this, but holy moly. Alright. Let's go get the last one. So yeah, I don't know that it's easy. I'm still thinking this is better than doing that other job for less money. I'll tell you that, though. Alright, so now we can see where that is located. But as I said, I just don't know. There's nothing in the game that I can tell that tells me, like, time or something. So it is intriguing how, how things are working out. So let's just straighten this out here, and then I'll back it up. Yeah, I'm absolutely certain this is challenging and kind of frustrating enough. If I was still having control problems like I was, I don't know that I'd finish. I mean, so that's the thing. The control problems were serious. I mean, I don't want to indicate that they were simple. They were just slightly annoying. I mean, they're massively annoying. All right. Again, I am not going to play games with this thing, so we are... Whoops. I don't know. I think I'm thinking B for backup. But anyway, now that should be kind of in the center. Cool. Yep. So let's just get over here. And hopefully it just stays in line and all I've got to do is connect and move. it doesn't look like it. It's going to be too far over again. All right. So we're going to do this and then go over. Oh, no. Okay. I'm surprised. But there we go. And then we'll get ourselves down here. And this there. This there. Again, not a fan. Fine. Unbelievable. I just don't get... I mean, that's the thing I don't like, is it's just, it's too... It's like too on the edge of, Alright. Because now it's pretty even, so... Let's get it over there so that we're again on the location we need to be. And then we're going to want to take ourselves down. We're going to want to rotate. Oh! I didn't realize I was that close to the ground. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, that was not the expected result. Holy moly! Obviously there's no easy way to be sensitive with this thing. I'm like, I'm just barely touching it. Again, it's a mouse button, so, you know, you may not be able to do much, I guess. I mean, it's either pressed or not pressed, but holy moly. Okay, well, we did some damage. I'm glad I got the 0 damage thing done early. So I just can't seem to not have damage at this point. But yeah, given how challenging this was, again, getting ready to break as much as it was, I'm thinking this is going to be just as difficult to pick up. And this reach stacker is... And this, again, this is the premium reach stacker. What would you be doing if you didn't own this? Like, this is insane. So yeah, I don't understand. Right, it's close enough that it should be good. So let's see again. Alright, I guess it's lighter than that other thing, and maybe it's because it's just a tank. See the red strain? So I'm trying to be careful. Come on. So clearly the short one. I mean, I'm barely moving. If I do anything substantially more than that, we're gonna have a real problem. Alright, well, the good news is, like, right now, there's less strain on that. Alright, hopefully that's it. Cool. Alright.
All
Wow.
done here.
Good job there.
Yeah, maybe... Well, no, this wasn't a hard one. I'm like, maybe the hard jobs are always in terrible weather. Alright. And the scary thing is, like, this is just this milestone. So the 7th one, like, we're gonna have work, so let's see. So it's basically straddle carrier or this. Alright. I'm gonna go with this. Need to fetch a container of humanitarian aid. Oh, no, we're full. Okay, we're done. So we can't do any more. Okay, so that makes it easy. I thought we had one more job to go. Alright, so we're set. We're going to hit our throughput. We are done. 24,000. Alright, so this doesn't always come up. And the other time it came up in the middle. But basically, we're going to be able to upgrade 3 yards. The power plant, and the railway line. Thank you for your efforts. Port Wake is safe. If you'd like to continue developing the port, additional jobs and contracts are now available.
Congratulations, everyone. We're back in action. Want to guess what comes next?
A victory concert tour.
Nope. In my hand is a license from the Federal Transport Authority and the Maritime Commission.
A license to do what exactly?
To play in the big leagues, Kate. Port Wake is going international. We can now receive superpost Panamax ships.
Don't we need a berth twice the size of what we have?
An excellent observation, Tommy.
I knew it. Overtime instead of a celebration.
We'll celebrate when we're done. But for now, we have a berth to build. And new warehouses. But I'm getting ahead of myself. First, we need to raise our cargo throughput, which means new RTG cranes.
At least we get some new toys.
Now that's the spirit. Well, enough standing around. Back to work, everyone.
All right, so I'm going to give my explanation of what I think we've got going on here. Again, based on information that I've seen with people that have finished this, that, and whatever as well. So we'll do that next time as we start, because we're really obviously working toward Milestone 7. And this is kind of beyond endgame, I suppose. You know, we've saved the port, you know, but obviously, yes, the goal would be, let's have some fun. Let's do what we need. I assume, again, the job at the end. What is it? Supplied, yeah, so wrong neighborhood, so we need that. So we need RTG Crane 1 and Yard A. So where's wrong neighborhood? Okay, so wrong neighborhood is also locked. Right. Or no, wrong neighborhood needs that. RTG and Yard A. So, and when we get Yard A, we'll get a few things. Alright, we'll take a look. But if you've not liked or subscribed, please consider that, and I'll see you next time.